Oh my gosh, look at her. Ah, why is she like this? Hey guys, it's Marl Sims here, back with another part of Finding Ava, and we are coming back to you at 5 o'clock on a Saturday. Ava is back in the market square and she's a little hungry, so I'm going to have her come over here and order some food. Can you come order some food? Order. Why don't you have this? I can't read it because I am illiterate. And there are a bunch of people who I want Ava to meet, and I am just hoping that one of them eventually shows up here. So that is why we keep hanging out here, because I am patiently waiting for all the people I want Ava to run into to show up for us to run into. It's a slow game. Oh, Mrs. Ramirez is here. Ava loves her. One of the people I wanted Ava to meet were her grandchildren, but that's okay. That can wait, that can wait. I think that she would definitely introduce her grandchildren to Ava. She really likes Ava. She got really good vibes from her the first time they met, and I think that those two will be fast friends, luckily. Let's see who's hanging around out here. Just some hagglers. All right. You do you, boo. You take your shot. Sell what you gotta sell. What is this? I kind of want it. Excuse you. What are you? Can I buy it? Purchase Miskin Stone Lotus. Okay, that's pretty cool. Ava has 2 machetes. There's some little dolls over here to buy. Who is hanging out over here? Let's go look. It looks like a pretty girl. Yay, we love pretty girls on this channel. Who are you? Please give me information. Oh, she's got some alpha hair. That's nice, but she looks a little bit angry for Ava, so maybe not today. You cute though, not today. I do like her hair a lot. I really like that hair. That's why I haven't deleted it yet, even though I don't really use Alpha CC anymore. Oh, what the heck? Did I turn my graphics down? No, it's good. It was just a moment of weirdness. Sometimes while I'm building, I will turn my graphics all the way down so that things are just a little bit easier running on my computer when I'm trying to build, because I've been working on some huge lots lately. So none of the people who I wanted to introduce Ava to are actually here. That is really, really sad. I want to know why that girl is so angry. I want to know what her backstory is, Like, who hurt you? There are a lot of, older women just hanging out at the bar, and I love this. Like, this is my ideal night. Just a bunch of old ladies chilling. Those are my favorite people. Oh, God, my screenshots are still upside down. Come on. This is a great shot. Ava chilling with all of the older women of Salvadorada. Maybe they have, a club where they, meet up and drink on, Wednesdays or something. Oh, and she's got a custom hairline on, and it is extremely weird. Okay, what is this? What is happening to her? What is happening to all my Sims? They are all looking so weird. Ava is just eating her snack and talking to Miss Ramirez. And I will get back to you guys when someone who I want her to talk to shows up. Okay guys, we are back home, and Ava actually ran into one of the guys I wanted her to talk to, and they were having such a lovely conversation that she invited him to come back and hang out. And his name is Patrick Summer. So Patrick looks like this. Hi, can you stop running so that I can show your beautiful face? Patrick looks like this, and he is a sim I created to maybe be a little weekend fling for Ava. Sadly, he is only here for tonight, and he will be going home tomorrow. He has been in the jungle all weekend exploring, but he does visit quite frequently in order to, he is an explorer. He likes to explore the jungle. He's gotten very, very rich exploring the jungle and selling artifacts. So he's a man with a lot of money and a lot of pride. Let me know in the comments whether or not you think this is a good guy, how you think his story will turn out. But for right now, Ava is really hitting it off with him. He is definitely her type. She is definitely always been attracted to men with a lot of power or money or good looks. And I'm not sure what his official career is, but I know that he made himself basically the equivalent of a millionaire by selling artifacts that he finds in the jungle. So he spends a lot of weekends up here, and we might see him in a few weekends, even if we don't. He might be a little fling for Ava when he comes to visit Salvadorada. And she's telling him, like, I'm staying for a while, my family's from here. She's like, but I grew up in San Myshuno. And he's like, oh, he's talking about his life in Oasis Springs. Yeah, he is unemployed, but technically he's self-employed. He's an entrepreneur, and an adventurer, which is really interesting. And he's saying, like, you really need to come visit me in Oasis Springs sometimes. And she's like, for sure, I would love to. I've never been before. Oh, they are super hitting it off. Like, these two, like, look how fast their bar is going up. Okay, why don't you tell him a dramatic story and, enthuse about the outdoors. And I want to get them to be a little flirty. So I want to see what happens if first let's ask if he's single. He might not even be single. You never know what these Sims are doing when you're not watching them. And he could have a girlfriend already. And then we'll just have to wait for another handsome explorer to come Ava's way. Ava, her teenage years she just aged up. So mostly her teenage years, she really tended to bounce around from guy to guy. She's never really been in a real relationship. I don't think she really knows what love is. I think she's only really experienced, like, lust and, like, attraction, but I don't think she's ever really been in love, even though she thinks she has. Why don't you do a little flirt, because he is single. So because she has never really experienced love, she thinks that any cute guy that she meets he reciprocated. Yes. She thinks that any cute guy she meets is, a good boyfriend. She doesn't really take the time to get to know them that deeply before she jumps into things, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. She's impulsive, which doesn't have to be awful, but it doesn't usually work out in her favor. So she's going to exchange numbers and then flirt again. And she is kissing her phone and, doing the whole exchange numbers shindig. Ugh, these two are hitting it off so easily. Like, I don't know how they're, like it's just working. Like, they already have, like, a pretty big, friendship bar and romance bar. I did not expect them to really like each other this much. I'm pretty surprised. But it is a suggestive conversation, so that tells you a lot about his intentions and, sadly, her intentions. We can't really trust our girl all the time. She is, she's a little bit of a flirt and a tease, and she likes to take her men home on the first date. So I don't know if that's where this is going, but it definitely could be going there. What did I just click on? Hold hand. Oh my gosh, look at her. Why is she like this? Can they woohoo? Is that an option that we can do? I wish that would stop happening. I keep, like, accidentally clicking C with my finger controlling the WASD keys. Oh, she doesn't have she only has a single bed. So her one night fling will have to be a little bit of an innocent one night fling. But it is 1 a.m. She probably needs to be going to bed soon. I think she would not ask to be boyfriend. No, we're not ready for that. I think she would, man, he is really into her. Whisper seductively, and then she would just go to sleep. Because you know what? That is fitting. Ava is a tease. She doesn't need, she knows how to hook them boys and to keep them wanting more. And since he is leaving tomorrow, I think Ava feels like no harm, no foul. She didn't do anything dumb. She just hung out with a cute boy and got a little flirty. And as far as Ava knows, she's never going to see him again, because while she knows that he's an explorer, in her mind, she's not going to be here that long. He is going to be gone tomorrow, and she'll never see him again. But who knows? I think that he might have fallen head over heels for our little Miss Ava here, and might make life very interesting for her. In her mind, this all meant nothing, and she's ready to wake up the next day and continue her life, but we don't really know what it meant to him. I really want you guys to comment down below and let me know what you think his intentions are, if you think he's good for Ava, and if you think we should even pursue this, or if we should just block his number and pretend it never happened. Why don't you, Ava, she always has music going, I really love that about her. Why don't you serve, or just have breakfast? Actually, I know what I want you to do. I want you to serve breakfast, and I want you to serve, at first I want you to call up Abuela. She wants everyone to call her grandma. She is the community's grandma, so that's what Ava will call her. And then after you invite her over, I want you to serve scrambled eggs with bacon. I want you to have breakfast with her and have a little chat. Okay, Mrs. Ramirez will be right over, and we are going to start cooking some dinner. Applesauce, okay. I mean some breakfast. What did I say, dinner? Ugh, idiot. Ding. We are going to start cooking some breakfast for the both of them. Ava just wanted to invite her over for breakfast and, chat with her and talk about her family a lot. And Mrs. Ramirez is honestly, she's just the sweetest lady. She loves everyone, and she's taking a particular love to Ava already. Like, just since she's met her the one time, I think she feels that Ava is misguided and really needs a good role model in life, and she is used to being that. And I think she almost sees her as almost like she wants to take care of her. Ava really gives off vibes of needing to be taken care of. And Mrs. Ramirez is such a caring sim, and she really just feels like she needs to take care of Ava and kind of take her under her wing. And it is really sweet of Ava to invite her over for breakfast. Ava's one of those sims that for every risky thing that she does that I don't approve of, she also does a very, very sweet thing for someone else. So you get what you get with her. Ooh, and her moves are rocking. You can joke about politicians. I don't think they have much politics in Selma Dorada. I think everything is pretty chill politics-wise. What does our relationship with Patrick say? It says lovebirds. They met in one night. Man, they really seem to have a connection. That's kind of crazy. She's coming over. She is probably telling Ava oh, if you seasoned this, it'd be a lot better. And Ava's like, thank you, ma'am. You're so right. I didn't even know that seasoning existed. Call to meal. Oh, well, I wanted her to have some too, but maybe she already ate. Oh, is she gonna get some? No, just gonna dance again. Okay, well, I'm going to turn the stereo off. Turn it off. I'm really tired of my Sims dancing all the time. Helena is gloomy. Where are you going? Oh, is she leaving? Does she have to go? No, not yet. Okay. So, discussed interest. She's talking about how hot it is. and express your admiration for her. And I want to have like a deep conversation or something. Here it is, deep conversation. And I think she would tell Ava about her family. She has her two grandkids living with her. Her grandson is a young adult, and her granddaughter is a child. And they are living there kind of to help not, she doesn't think she needs to be taken care of, but realistically, they're there to kind of help take care of her. And unfortunately, her daughter, their mother, died very tragically. So she raised them, and then as they have gotten older, they have kind of started to help take care of her. So it is all very, very, very sad. And there is a lot more to her grandchildren's backstory that I could get into, but I really want to wait for Ava to meet them and get acquainted with them so that she can learn as we all learn together. Inside joke. Looks like the flea market is in town. Too bad we aren't home. Ava loves the flea market. And I think she's saying, I'd like to introduce you to my grandson. And I think in order to make that happen, I am actually going to switch to the Ramirez household, and we are going to invite Ava out, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, we are back, and we're at the Ramirez household, and right away, Ava sees little Maria Ramirez, so she is going to... Oh, I forgot that I am playing as the Ramirez household. Okay, awkward. So little Maria is going to give Ava a friendly introduction. Abuela is going to come inside and tell her grandson that Ava is here and that he needs to be friendly. I think she's actually going to come wash some dishes. Okay. That is fine. Their house is very small, very cramped. There are 3 of them living here with only 2 bedrooms. So Ezra and his sister Maria do share a room. They moved in here when he had just turned into a teenager and she was a toddler when their parents got into a tragic accident and passed away. And Maria's out here talking to Ava, charming the heck out of her. And then I want Ezra to come outside and say hello to Ava too. Give her a Salvadorian introduction, and she might not even know what this is because, she does not know the culture yet at all, but we'll see. She might not know the secret handshake introduction. Oh, little Maria is so cute. She is seriously a beautiful little girl. Just look at that face, like a true doll. This is not Ezra. This is a random local. That's cool. Go ahead, make friends, make friends. Ava's like, the mosquitoes. Why is he not coming out here? Please come outside. And, okay, I think it's because she doesn't know the Salvadorian introduction. Come give her a cheerful introduction. And Ezra I'll go ahead and show you these guys' traits and stuff now. He hates children, is a genius, is cheerful, and is a quick learner. I don't really... he isn't very fond of children, but there is a reason. He does have a reasoning for that trait that maybe Ava will learn someday. Helena, her traits are gloomy, family-oriented, and loves the outdoors. So, that says a lot about her. And Maria is a goofball. What made him angry? What's your problem? Oh, because he doesn't like children. Yeah, he and his sister, they have a complicated kind of storyline. He loves her. He really does. He loves her a lot, and he is a super good guy, a really big sweetheart. But he has some built-up resentments about stuff. So why don't you come outside and try to calm him down? And why don't you come over here and ask Ava to push you on the swing? Because I think that would be super cute, and I think that she would love to. He might not particularly be the fondest of his sister, but Ava definitely loves kids. And like I said, I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression of him. He is definitely a sweetheart. He is one of the kindest people out there. He just, he has some parts of his history that make him a little bit resentful. I think we can leave it at that for now. He's kind of throwing a fit. I think Ava is kind of like, who is this guy? Because she's so used to hanging out with, men who were already adults and very mature men with children, rich guys. When she was a teenager, she was already hooking up with like billionaires in the city because she was gorgeous and knew how to go to all the right parties and say all the right things. So she probably thinks that this little hot-headed little nerd boy right here is very immature. But I think that she would be nice towards him anyway because of, Mrs. Ramirez. She loves Mrs. Ramirez already. So I think that already she loves him, and I think he just needs to take a minute to cool off. She is sad about something. And it doesn't help that they have to share a room, unfortunately. So this is his bed. Why don't you come in here and okay, well, why don't you come up here and play your guitar? That might help you. Come and play some blues. You're having a bad day. Come try to calm yourself down. And Ava's pushing Maria on the swing. Maria is so happy. And why don't you end your conversation with him and come outside and talk to these two? I think Ava would definitely spend the day here, or at least a good amount of time, getting to know the family, because Ava did not have a big family. She doesn't have any brothers and sisters. Both of her parents worked a whole lot. They wanted to provide for her, and they worked a whole lot. So she was kind of like, when they moved, okay, so her parents came from Salvadorada, and they moved to give their daughter a better life, so that's why she's never been here. And they worked a whole lot to provide for her and make sure that she had everything that she could ever need. So, they were gone a lot, and she had nannies that would come and go, and so she never really had this family experience. And I think that she would really enjoy it. What is this? Okay, so she gave him some parenting tips, because technically he is the legal guardian of his little sister right now. She is not, but we all know who's in charge. And then this is their bedroom. Little Maria just has her stuff over on this side, and he has his stuff over on this side. And of course, like I said, he is not really awful. And I think that, in this, are these plants not anything? In this Let's Play, these Sims traits are changeable. They are fluid, as people grow and change. Sometimes they change their personality a little bit, and sometimes your circumstances can make you feel a certain way that you wouldn't feel otherwise. And I think that is a case of what's going on here. Come in here and make some fish tacos. Don't go play video games. She is washing her hands. Ava is still pushing her on the swing. Super cute. What is this? Don't cry over the broken dollhouse. We just fixed it. Why don't you stop pushing her on the swing and come over here and ask her to play dolls with you? I think the same way that Mrs. Ramirez is kind of taking Ava under her wing, I think Ava would take Maria under her wing and treat her kind of like a little sister, and really want her to be close, because Maria doesn't have very many friends. This is a really small town. There aren't that many kids her age wandering around. And of course, her brother resents her, and she doesn't really know why. And she kind of has not a rough life, but her life isn't, she needs someone to really care about her and want to be her friend. Where did Ava go? Did she just disappear? She was just walking around right here and then she disappeared. So I think she has went ahead and went home, which is fine. She spent a long time here today. But guys, I think that is where I am going to wrap up this part. Thank you guys so much for watching. We had a lot happen today. Go ahead and leave some constructive criticism for me in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and even if you didn't, because you might enjoy the next one. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Goodbye.